Lower flood forecasts are welcome news for people with homes near the river, but it is also a learning moment as cities try to learn how to best prepare for flooding. News 8's Alec Giannakopoulos has more on how towns look to get ready for future floods.
Earlier this year, it was all hands on deck from towns like Campbell as they were preparing for high floodwaters. As of this week, however, the forecast has called for a lower cresting point for the river, forecasting many dry homes at this time. Even though that's good news for those homes, cities are using this flooding as a season for a valuable lesson for future floods. There may be some good news for those riverside.
We didn't get the rain this year. That may have contributed to us to staying just below that threshold for a significant flood.
As of a week ago, the river was forecasted to crest at 15 feet, but now the forecast looms around 14 and a half. That half foot can make a big difference.
And that would have been bad. I was told anything over 15 feet creates a lot of problems over here.
Because the forecast called for high water, Butler organized meetings in preparation for the worst, like in the town of Campbell.
We decided to host the informational meeting last week, which was exceptionally well attended. That was an indication of how invested the folks here on the island are.
And while Campbell is no stranger to flooding at this time,
The town of Campbell has been through it before.
the town developed an emergency management plan that was tested this year, despite lower waters than expected.
People from the town just kind of picked it up and ran with it. The town board, Chairman Shaler, the fire department.
And even though the county feels good where it stands,
The reality is it's likely it could happen again. We're going to be ready.
it still is flood season in the county, and there are still signs to watch for.
Watch out for the conditions. The river's moving at a high rate. There's a lot of debris out there just flowing just rapidly downstream. So just be very cautious. We're not out of the flood danger yet.
And as mentioned, flooding is still happening around the river. And for those homes that are experiencing water, it's advised to report all your damages to your municipality and not to pump the water out of your home, as that may do some serious damage to your foundation.
All right, thanks a lot, Alec. And also, it's important to note that even though flood forecasts are lower now, spring rain may cause them to rise again. So be sure to keep up to date with the flood risk in your area.